Yo, how's it going, guys? So, hotfix 94 came out this morning, about 6 hour, it's closer to 5 hours ago now. And obviously, I always look over these, so just real quick, go over these. They're very, very short patch notes. Not a lot in here, not anything super important, or so I say. Uh, but yeah, they just, a couple bug fixes, nothing really important here. Um, Game updates. A special event will be held celebrating the second anniversary of Dark and Darker. The merchant skeleton will visit. A new quest and a new lobby emote will be added. So, 2 years of Dark and Darker. I think it's actually in like about a week or so. I'm not sure exactly the date. Maybe it's now. 2 years of Dark and Darker. Uh, Crazy, right? Like, who thought the game? I mean, for a long time, no one thought the game was gonna come out. Like, it was just insane. And sorry, sipping on my chocolate milk. Here we are. Like I said, 2 years later, the game is out, and it's a game. Arena test schedule season 5 is scheduled to end on August 25th. Religion season 4 is scheduled to end on August 26th. It makes sense. It's around the time the wipe's supposed to happen, so they're ending these off then, just to give you the end date. Improved an issue where the game can intermittently fail to run properly. Reduce the number of displayed news items from 5 to 4 to improve usability. I don't know if any of those matter. And then balance updates, really short, only 3. Weapon damage of all daggers has been increased by 1. They were incredibly low, and rogues weren't really using them, so I think this is fine. Barbarian, morale boost healing from 33% to 25%, good. And then Berserker, maximum move speed bonus reduced from 10% to 5%. So the morale boost thing I think is fine. It's not like the biggest deal. It's certainly important, but I don't think it's like the crazy one here. Berserker. So this Berserker change, I think it's good, but at the same time, I think this should have happened like whenever they nerfed all the move speed skills, when they nerfed Sprint, when they nerfed Rage, when they nerfed Phantomize, when they nerfed all of those, that's when Berserker should have had its movement speed nerfed. It should have. This should like right now we should be nerfing the Fizz power on it because yes, it's only 5% move speed now, but it is also still 30% physical power. It's still 30% power that they are getting just because you hit them, right? I mean, it's pretty freaking annoying. I literally died to a barbarian yesterday because I got him 1 HP and then he hit me with the third swing of his Bardiche and literally killed me from 80% health because he had full Berserker passive and he had like 50% Fizz power. You know, like I just don't like these mechanics that are like, oh well, you've basically been outplaying me the entire fight, but because of that, I'm now significantly stronger and I kill you. Right? That's just cringe. Druid action speed while in bear form reduced from 30% to 40%. Good. Bear Druid has been like ridiculously stupid right now and just super cancer to fight. Shapeshift cooldown per stack increased from 6 seconds to 9 seconds. I'll be honest, I don't even think this matters. Like genuinely, I forget this even exists. I do. Unironically, I don't remember that this exists. Maybe it's a big deal in certain situations because it's a longer recovery time. Because you just think like, oh, it's just 3 seconds, right? But it's 3 seconds per stack. So if you're to like, you know, human form into panther, into chicken, into bear, I don't know, like back to panther, back to human, then that's not just 3 seconds. That's 9 seconds. I don't think it counts human for any of those. So maybe I don't know. Maybe it does. But still, it's a lot longer of a time than just like what it initially looks like, right? And then Bear's swipe attack hit timing adjusted to occur on swing instead of during windup. Um, so I don't know if I'm understanding this correctly, but are they saying that the Bear's attack, like the hitbox, started like or like was like it was during the windup of the attack and not the actual swing itself? Because if so, that would actually make a lot of sense with everything I've seen fighting it. But at the same time, if they know that was a thing, why was that a thing? Why was this something that was ever why would the attack hit time be on the wind up and not the swing itself, right? That just doesn't really make much sense. So yeah, that's it for balance. Really short patch. And oh wait, what 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 is it? What's this? What what's this? We are we are sorry to announce that the next season will need to be delayed 1 month to September 23rd. What? What? I mean, I already knew about this. I'm gonna be real with you guys. Like, I was just like, obviously, I was faking it. I'm a pretty good actor, right? Yeah, so they decided to extend the wipe. I mean, I like I said, literally since this semi wipe was announced, I said this was gonna happen. I did. I mean, everyone knows. I look back and I said it will not be late August. I said if they are saying probably late August, it will be minimum early September, likely late September. You can fact check me on that. I've said this several times because at the end of the day, Iron Mace and SDF and the rest of the developers suck at their jobs and they should be fired, right? That's just how it is. So no matter what they ever say, they're never going to deliver on it. They're just going to continue to let us down and fail, as they've done here. Because clearly, 6 months wasn't enough time for them to make anything new. Or, sorry, 5 months wasn't enough time to make anything new. So they need six. And I'm supposed to believe that if you guys couldn't get anything ready for us in 5 months, that with one extra month, you're going to get it ready. And I don't. I don't. You know why? Because SDF's right there on my screen, and he's typing this. And anything he types, I inherently don't believe. Because he's a failure. And he sucks at his job. And he should be fired. Homeless? Ideally. I don't think he should work anywhere. I wouldn't trust this guy to wash my car. Much less fucking run a game. But that's beside the point. Yeah, I mean, they just once again don't deliver. Like like the fact that you delay your wipe by 2 whole months, effectively killing your entire player base in anticipation of a really big update, and then you're like, "Yep, sorry guys, we're extending it by another month because we messed up." Hee hee. Unfortunately, the reality is that our two main features for the next season, a brand new expansive water-themed dungeon and the social gathering hall system, still need more work. Unfortunately, like, unfortunately. Although we've been making good progress with both features, we need more time to get them to an acceptable quality for the upcoming make or break season. Well, at least they understand that, right? Like at least they understand that if they mess up next season, the game's probably dead. So on some level, I mean, you know, I mean, as stupid as it is, and like as horrible as it is that they're extending it. I mean, the game only has like 3 or 4K players online now on average. So it's like, who are you disappointing? There's not really many people left to disappoint. Anyone that's still playing the game at this point just kind of expects you to be failures, right? Like if you're a parent that's let your child down 100 times, that 101st time they're not getting their hopes up for you. They just kind of expect it at that point. If you keep your expectations at the bare minimum, they can never disappoint you. And somehow saying that, I'm still disappointed. Because even when I say I don't care, and even when I say I don't have faith, there's still that tiny little piece of me, that tiny, tiny little piece that I'm sure is in all Dark and Darker players, that you want to believe in something. You want to believe that they're going to do something good for this game, but you know they're not. You know. We all know they're not gonna. We all know it. You know, we know they can't. They won't. They don't have the capacity. We know it. Um, but yeah, like what else is there to say about like this, right? Like I could sit here and I could go so far into depth on why the water map was a terrible idea to begin with. And the fact and like this is just one of those things that I think is probably attributed directly to SDF saying like this is what we're going to do, and I guarantee you anything there are people there that are like thinking the same thing as the players. This is dumb. We shouldn't do this. This is a giant waste of time and resources that we have to spend so much on just this. You know, I mean, maybe if you guys didn't build an entire like underwater dungeon that had multiple systems that most likely either had to be reworked or entirely built from scratch, like swimming, we wouldn't be here 3 months after our wipe has ended, waiting on the next one. It wouldn't have been half a year without us getting a single thing added to the game. And I think if you asked a smarter developer, he'd probably tell you that this is stupid. You know, there's a very smart developer, I believe, on a game that I'm looking forward to recently that said things that are overly complicated aren't necessarily good or something along those lines. Or usually the simplest option is also the best one. This isn't that. This, in my mind, is SDF just showing off his narcissism yet again, where he's like, "Oh yeah, this is gonna be cool. We can do this. We're gonna do this," and he just has this idea that he thinks is super grand and everybody's gonna love, and he's like, "Yeah, this is what we have to do," and never stops to consider the fact that it's really stupid to do it. So once again, here we are with another month down the drain. We have to wait, and I mean, it just kind of sucks. And the worst part is, this isn't even the end of it. Like, this isn't even the worst news I could give you, right? It's about to get worse. I'm not finished yet. I wish I was, but I'm not. We are very sorry for this delay and realize this may take some wind out of the current player base. What player base, buddy? What wind? We're on a raft in the middle of the ocean. The sails are broken. The mast is fallen over. I just watched somebody getting eaten by sharks, and I'm just there drinking seawater to quench my thirst. We're fucked. As a mea culpa and amends, we've worked on an urgent plan to make the remaining time leading up to the next season a little more interesting and meaningful. On August 26th, we will be doing, and guys, I wish I could make this up, a semi wipe. A semi wipe, which will commence a super condensed mini season known as Early Access Season 6.9. It will basically function as a season without the addition of a season defining feature. Instead, the semi wipe will include the following: SSF mode for the first 2 weeks of the mini season. The marketplace and trading post will only become available for the last 2 weeks of the mini season. All character levels, items, inventory, quests, and affinity will be reset. The end quest will give artifact items rather than cosmetics. A new condensed adventure rank season with rewards. A new arena season with new maps in the arena map pool. A new religion season with rewards. We thank you for your understanding as we work our butts off to turn the tide and bring you a good foundational update for the September 23rd launch. Thank you and see you in the dungeons. Yep. Yep. I mean, like, what do I even say? Like, genuinely, like, I would love to sit here and just talk, like, an insane amount of shit, but I don't know what I could, like, I don't know what I could say that would do more damage than what they said themselves. Like, semi wipe in early access season 6.9. I mean, like, what I mean, like that's it. Like, there it is. I don't, like, I can't say anything else. Like, I can't. I could try. I mean, like, it will basically function as a season without the addition of a season defining feature. Oh, so like every season? Like last season? And the one before that? And the one before that? And probably the one before that too. I mean, I don't really remember. I mean, what are our season defining features? What was it last wipe? I don't know. That was 2 months ago. Does anyone remember? Was it the summonable bosses? Was that the season defining feature that they got removed, what, like 3 weeks in? Wasn't SSF at the beginning, because I mean that was only a 2 week thing. I mean, genuinely, like, other than marketplace being added and, like, I guess a new map at the start of the season, I can't think of a season defining feature they've ever added. Maybe Goldsmith, but would you call that a season defining feature? I mean, probably not. So, like, I mean, what they're saying is this wipe's just going to function the exact same as every other wipe. But the best part is, on a 1 month wipe, they're going to reset all your character levels, I mean, items make sense, your stash spaces, your quest, and affinity. But don't worry, because the end quests give artifacts. So you can grind 3 months worth of quests in 1 month and get artifacts. Yippee! Like, Like, what the fuck, man? Like, what are we doing? What are we doing? Nothing. We're doing nothing. These people suck. Like, thanks, Terry. You made this guy the CEO. You had the power to stop all this. And now not Iron Mace's, Dark and Darker's blood is on your hands. The blood of the player base that has been bleeding out is on your hands. We could have prevented this. Like, I'm in disbelief. To have the audacity to unironically type semi wipe followed by early access season 6.9. At this point, if SDF isn't genuinely fucking with us, then he's the biggest idiot known to man. I mean, there's nothing else to say. Like, if he is typing this earnestly, feeling like this is gonna go well with his players, and he is not like, oh yeah, this is really gonna fuck with them, then I mean, I don't know what to say. Like at this point, like I feel like he's just got to be rage baiting. Like this is a personal attack on me. Like he is actively like W rage bait SDF. You got me. Now where's the real patch notes? Now where's the announcement that haha, just kidding guys, the wipe's actually this month. Sorry, we want our game to not be dead. I mean, I cool. Like who's tapped in, boys? August 26th, wipe day. Yippee! All right, well, I mean that's it for the video. I mean, I got nothing left to say, and clearly they don't either. The things I have left to say are the equivalent of the content they've added in the past 6 months. Nothing. With that, I'll catch y'all later. Peace.